Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a pretty awesome big update for Star Wars The Acolyte. This Disney Plus show is going to be coming out next year in 2024. We are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it. For starters, a crash course of exactly what The Acolyte is for those of you that aren't necessarily in the know. The Acolyte was officially announced back in 2020, nearly 3 years ago, and this year at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year, we had an official announcement into the regards of this Disney Plus show. Star Wars The Acolyte takes place 100 years before the events of the Skywalker saga, before the events of the Phantom Menace movie. So we're presumably going to be dealing with all new characters, maybe with the exception of Chewbacca or Yoda, really old characters by the time that we do see them in the Skywalker saga. This show has also been described as a Sith-led show, something that we've never seen before in a galaxy far away. And so, as I had also mentioned, this show is going to be coming out on Disney Plus next year with an 8-episode run. And so, in this video, we are going to be taking a read from StarWarsNewsNet.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well as a read. Up until now, we'd only learned about a couple of the writers who had worked under Leslie Headland's direction on The Acolyte. Leslie Headland being, of course, the overall showrunner of The Acolyte. Names like Charmaine de Grete, Jocelyn Boya, or Jason McHelf had popped up this past year, but now we have the full list of writers posted to the official Writers Guild of America website. And so, here's the breakdown. Bear with me, please. I'm probably going to pronounce some of their names. I really apologize for that. So, for starters, episode 1 is written by showrunner Leslie Headland, who is also the director of this overall show. Episode 2 is written by Jason McHelf and Charmaine de Grete. Episode 3 is written by Jasmine Floreni and Aileen Shim. Episode 4 is written by Claire Califf and Cor Adana. Episode 5 is written by Cor Adana and Cameron Squares. Episode 6 is written by Jason McHelf and Jocelyn Baya. Episode 7 is written by Charmaine de Grete, Jen Richards, and Jasmine Flore. In episode 8, the finale is written by Jason McHelf. Again, please, my major apologies if I mispronounced and butchered their names. I'm so sorry about that. But as you guys can see, this is a very stacked group of writers for a Star Wars Disney Plus project. Especially, this is something very unique in my own thoughts and opinions, something that we haven't necessarily actually really seen before. You think back to other Star Wars Disney Plus shows, like, for example, Andor is written completely by Tony Gilroy, or the Mandoverse, most of their projects are completely written by Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau, or together. Obi-Wan Kenobi, for that show, I believe was entirely written by Deborah Chow. So, taking that into consideration, normally Star Wars Disney Plus shows only have about one writer for the overall show, and that's it. And this right here has a very stacked cast of its writers just alone. There's 10 or so here? I mean, that's insane. But I see this as a very positive thing, a very positive thing if for anything going forward, especially for this show. This gives us a lot of range, a lot of different direction, and a lot of opportunity for this overall show to really succeed, working with so many talented writers. Of course, many of these writers, I don't really feel like, people really ever pay attention too much to who the writers are necessarily, but yeah, I recognize a couple of these names, to be honest with you guys. Not all of them, of course, so let me know in the comments down below if you guys recognize any of these names or know of any of their projects. Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are all thinking. So plenty of these names are news to us at that, for one, so let's try to break it down. Headland is obviously the captain of the ship. She created the show and is the showrunner, the executive producer, and she is also the director of this overall show, as well as the pilot. Jason McHelf is also an executive producer for the show. He doesn't have any IMDb writing credits since his 2018 created show, Heathers. He co-wrote 2 of the episodes and solely wrote the finale, something that we've known for the last couple of months at this point. Charmaine de Grete's involvement has also been public for a few months at this point, though we didn't know the extent of it. De Grete was a writer on the staff of House of Dragon for HBO and wrote the 5th episode of the first season of that show. Here, De Grete is a co-writer of 2 of the episodes and is also a co-executive producer. Jasmine Florine has also worked on several other shows, though as a writer's assistant or a production assistant. With the Acolyte, she's going full force, and I'm here for it. Jasmine Florine is making the jump to staff writer and co-author for two of these episodes. Eileen Shim, similar to DeGritty, was a member of the staff of the House of Dragon show and wrote the 8th episode of this one. Shim, co-writer, is an episode of The Acolyte, is a producer on the show as well. Cor Adana co-wrote 2 of the episodes of the show and is also a co-executive producer. Adana has previously worked on Mr. Robot and is also a co-executive producer on Max's Doom, the Sisterhood series. Cameron Squares worked on a staff writer on the WandaVision Disney Plus show over on Marvel. If you're a Marvel fan, I have my Marvel channel linked in the description down below, and is now a co-producer on The Acolyte and is also a co-writer of an episode. Jocelyn Bio's name has also appeared online this summer as a co-writer for the 6th episode, though the LinkedIn post in which that information was posted mentioned Headland was the co-writer of that episode. The post was made by Helene M. Culpeper, who directed episodes 6 and 8. Baya is also a consulting producer on the show and worked with Headland as a writer and actress in the Russian Doll movie. Finally, Jen Richards is a co-writer on one of the episodes and a consulting producer on The Acolyte, after an acting career in TV that included shows like Blind Spotting and Better Things. Richards has also written and co-produced 2016's Her Story. As far as the director's list, we'll have to just wait a little bit longer for that, closer to the actual release of the show, but 4 names have come up so far, here and there. We know for sure Headland is the director of episode 1. Corana, Alex Garcia Lopez, and Hadley M. Culpeper is director of episodes 6 and 8. The cast includes Amanda Steinberg, Lee Jung-jae, Jodie Turner-Smith, Charlie Barnett, Dean Charles Chapman, Daphne Keane, and so many more talented actors. You guys get the gist of it. And of course, Junis Satomo as a new Wookiee, reprising that role of a Wookiee, being Chewbacca throughout the sequel trilogies, and also in the Solo, a Star Wars story spin-off movie. And Rebecca Henderson as a fan favorite Varasa Rao, first introduced in the High Republic novels as a Star Wars species. Really, I think the main takeaway, this overall point here, is that the Acolyte has a lot of different writers, and that's a really interesting thing. That's a really good thing, I think, as well. It provides a lot of opportunity for the show to really succeed, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what this show has to offer coming out next year in 2024. Guys, this show being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking, your thoughts and opinions, as well as your theories. Please, I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.